Welcome to the Bernie and Marley podcast. My name is Bernie and I do this podcast with my co-host Marley, and this is the podcast where we deliver value, laughter, and relatable content to the listener. Now put that phone in your pocket and phase out with the conversation we're about to have. I remember when I was 15 years old, I would constantly ask my parents for money all the time.
Well, yeah, all teenagers.
I know, but I was always I felt annoyed. Why do I keep asking that? I know it's their job to give me money. Would it be? I wouldn't say it's their job, right?
Right. I was trying not to interrupt you, but
I know,
I was
but I'm just saying,
it's not their job per se.
No, it's not their job. It's it should be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well,
taking care of me.
Well, yes, they take care of you. I've been told before when I was back in the day, 15, that the only thing I'm required to do is put a roof over your head and give you things to eat and give you drink.
Your mom said that?
I was like, God, because that whole thing, everything I give you is a gift.
But us teenagers, we don't see the hard work our parents put in.
No.
At the time, we didn't see that.
Yeah, it was totally not appreciated.
It was I was so blinded. I didn't know how tired they were. But right. I would always ask them oh, buy me this game. Can you buy me this new Xbox? Can you buy me these shoes? And I was damn, what can I do to make my own money? I didn't know that I could start working. I thought I had to be 18.
No, you can work before, but you need a worker's permit or something.
Yeah, I know.
Right for your age.
One of my older brothers, he's why don't you go to the city hall, get a worker's permit, and turn it into the place you're going to work at if you get hired.
Yeah, because they can still accept it.
So I went to City Hall. You could actually start working at age 14.
I didn't know you can start that young.
You could. You just got to... It says you can only work probably 15, 20 hours a week maybe. Mm-hmm. You cannot interfere with school.
Yeah, it's like the on-campus jobs. They can only work you 15 hours, 20 a week.
Yeah. The campus jobs.
Like the college campus.
Really?
Well, yeah,
but you're considered an adult now.
Well, it's not really that. It's just when you're working for the campus, you're also a student, and they take your studies seriously, so they won't overwork you while you're studying.
Oh, they want to act like they take it serious. Ooh.
Well,
they just want your money.
All right, so back to you.
Hold on, I was gonna say something about those colleges.
You were gonna drop another one? Okay.
Remember when we used to turn our books in to resell them to the school?
I hated it. And I wanted it, but I hated it.
Well, the only reason we sold them to the school back is because we were too lazy to put it up online. Because you could have got more money for it online. Did you know that?
What do you mean?
For example, I buy the book from the school $100, right? The school will buy it for $30, but if you put it on Craigslist or OfferUp or something, you can probably sell it for $70.
Oh yeah, maybe that was when you first started.
But from what I heard now, that the college books, it all comes with serial numbers for some online thing.
Well, yeah, because they need a code. Your book's useless if you don't have a code.
Yeah, but now you're forced to buy the book new. You can't get them new. I mean, used.
You can't get them used at all? You have to get them new? I didn't know that.
This is from what I heard.
I didn't know
that. I haven't gone back to school since 2000. I don't know.
Well, see, it's been years too. That's why I'm is that a new thing?
2012, I think. That was the last time I went to school.
Yeah,
I'm a college dropout, sadly. It's not a bad thing nowadays, is it?
Well, I don't know. It depends what else you got going on. What are you doing? Are you just being a lazy bum or what?
Maybe. So going back to the story about bugging my parents for money constantly. And they always question me. The thing is why do you want that? And then I was thinking, okay, if I had my own money, there's nobody to question me. It's my own money, right? I can just buy it. So I was playing sports. I was in football at the time. This was my sophomore year in high school. I was 15 years old. I went to go apply at this Del Taco restaurant. It was brand freaking new. It was right next to this freeway on the 10 freeway.
Okay.
So I ended up getting the job. Till this day, I still remember the interview.
Did you walk in there on your first day with a Kool-Aid smile?
Dude, I was excited because it's like I'm gonna get paid $8 an hour. That was my minimum wage when I started working. $8 an hour.
Hey, that's high. When I started working, it was lower than that.
How much was
when
it?
I started my first job was like at 16.
$2 an hour?
No, what the fudge? No, my first job was the IHOP job. I was a hostess, and the minimum wage was what? $6.75, $6.50.
Damn, like nowadays, that sounds depressing.
I'm like, combo meals are more expensive.
Like you had to work 1 hour to eat a combo.
I'm like, damn, my Jumbo Jack combo was more than that, huh?
Sadly, it's funny that we talk to our parents now about how much they made back in the days, and they'll be like, "Oh, I made $4 and
yeah." That's also when houses were like 75 grand,
80,000. They be talking to us about how much their house costs.
Like we don't want to hear about that.
50,000.
Okay.
$50,000. Like, woo, man.
Like, quit trying to brag, Karen.
Listen here, Courtney.
Courtney?
We're not
back in your days. Is it Courtney with a K or Courtney with a C?
Is there a difference?
Oh, yes. There is.
I guess Courtney with a K?
Oh, damn. Okay.
Back to my story. So I got the job at Del Taco. I don't know how I got the job. I don't know. I don't remember the questions, honestly. I wonder how my answers were.
Like, what were the interview questions? Tell us about yourself.
No, why do you want to work here? I think she asked me, why do you want to work here?
I hate that question.
I could have sworn I told her I wanted...
Because I need a job.
I need a job to buy this Xbox I want and this new Halo game.
You really told her that?
No.
Oh.
But she was laughing at my answers.
But you don't remember what you said?
I don't remember.
Bullshit.
But she hired me on the spot. And then we filled out the paperwork and she's like, where can you start? I'm like, dude, I'll start right now.
Did you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, they put you to work.
It was a
right
brand new restaurant. They were like barely finishing up, putting all the grills and stuff.
They hadn't even opened yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even work on opening day. They didn't want me to work opening day.
It's so chaotic on opening day. They're like, nah, you're too green.
I'm too green. What does that mean?
Yeah, like that's what when you're too green, you're like you're new.
Dude, I don't want to work on opening day. I don't know anything.
Well, that's why they say that's hence the expression. Oh, you're green.
Well, a bunch of people, like already experienced people, came in to work that day. To help out on opening day.
So when did you start?
I think they put me on the slow days, which was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So what would you do on the slow days?
There was this one girl that would come and train me one-on-one, tell me how long the food is supposed to be in the oil. And then how to use the register and all that stuff.
Like the drive-through window?
I hate the drive-through window.
We like the shop. With that, what's the stuff at the Del Taco? Del beef burrito. Give me a del beef burrito.
What the heck? Who says that?
I don't know. Anybody in the drive-through windows, the speaker box, understanding people.
No, I worked there for 2.5 years. I never heard of that.
They're like fries. Okay, fries. No, curly fries. Wait, no, they don't have curly fries.
They actually
chili cheese fries.
I got a story about that later on, about the curly fries.
Ooh, story time.
Okay, so you know how I told you I got a permit that I cannot work no more than 20 hours a week? I can only work weekends, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, which is the most times they would want you to work.
Well, I don't think my boss gave any crap about that. Dude, she would schedule me on school days, like school hours.
Why would she do that?
Like Tuesday, she'll schedule me from like 9 in the morning to
like. Didn't you read my birth date on the application?
I'm like, hey,
my worker's permit wasn't evidence to you.
No, I'll be in class. She'll be blowing up my phone. I'm like, what the heck? Why is she calling me? It's like, hey, didn't you see the schedule? I'm like, no.
No, I where is that at? Did you even know where it was? The schedule.
No, this was like months later after opening day.
Okay.
No, because she be blowing up my phone, so I have to go outside, tell the teacher, hey, I need to take this call. And they keep blowing up my phone. And then my boss will be like, hey, where you at? You're supposed to be here at work. I'm like, I'm in school. Oh, tell her that you gotta go. I'm like, what?
Dang.
Pump the brakes here. I just
tell her you gotta leave.
I'm like, it's not how it works, dude. I don't know. I don't know where you came from, but it's not how it works out here.
You're like, excuse me, boss lady, I only work 15 to 20 hours a week.
And you're scheduling me during school hours. What the heck?
You're like, what is it? If I don't come to school, it is against the law.
If I don't go to work, is it against the law?
No. If you didn't go to school, it would be.
Damn. I don't mean to talk crap about it. Just that it's because she didn't understand. Like, she was like a workaholic in high school. She would tell me that she dropped out of high school. So that's why she didn't understand.
She didn't understand because she expected you to drop out of high school for Del Taco?
Yeah.
Hell no. Priorities were not on right for her.
Don't get me wrong. Dude, I love the job because I love going to work.
Did you saw the paycheck at the... When did you get paid? Every 2 weeks?
Yes.
So at
it was like the longest 2 weeks ever.
Then finally payday came.
I was like, yeah, gonna get my $300.
$300?
Hey, for high school, that was a lot of money right there.
Yeah. How old were you, 15?
You know what? It was in the summer. So I was 15. By like a month later after I got hired, 2 months later after I got hired, I already turned 16.
Oh, okay. But still, to have for a 16-year-old have like $300, that is a lot.
It was, man. And my first paycheck, I remember what I bought with my first paycheck, a brand new Xbox.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
You're like, Christmas came early.
Dude, I personally went to Walmart and I bought it myself.
Did you get it engraved?
Actually, my dad drove me there.
I asked if you got it engraved though.
Engraved?
But
why would I get it engraved for?
I don't know, because you're like, I got the Xbox. Yes, it was so special.
Slap yourself. Boom.
I should slap you for having to make me repeat it. You're the one that didn't get it.
I'm over here staring at you.
Shut you down.
I'm staring at you, throwing my gang signs at you.
I was like, excuse
me.
me.
Say that again to my face.
Where I'm looking at you.
You know what? Don't look at me now.
I turned away, everybody. Not.
Go sit outside.
You can't tell me what to do.
Anyways, that summer, man, I was so proud. Like, I got to pay for this Xbox out of my own pocket, and I didn't have to tell my parents.
So you didn't even tell them you were gonna go get it. You just up and took off.
No, I remember telling my dad, like, "Hey, I want to go get this Xbox."
Did he drive you?
Yeah.
Would you still get rides to like work still? Like you get driven to work?
Yeah. He'll keep me a ride to work all the time. He was happy that I got a job because I wasn't bugging him for money all the time.
He's like, finally, you can stop asking me.
He's like, fuck, thank you.
You're like, go get it your damn self.
I know. And then I was so excited. Like, I kept looking in the back seat because I had the Xbox in the back seat. I was like, oh, man.
Precious cargo.
I didn't have to beg for this.
I'm surprised you didn't have a special case for it to go in. You didn't buckle it up?
No, I had I had to freaking put handcuffs on my hand, attach it to the Xbox just in case somebody tried to jack me. They're gonna have to take my arm with them. He's just staring. I don't think people can see what you're doing. She's like looking at me with this retarded face. Like,
I'm like,
you did
please,
what?
let's just continue on to the next story. What's the next question?
You did what?
You're getting retarded. So what would you do? Like, what else would you do? Like, once you got comfortable with the job, was it easy?
Heck no, dude.
Did you go into like robot mode and you're just like boom, boom, boom?
There were so many items on the menu and they kept constantly adding new stuff. And I'm like, okay, I think I got everything down.
They're always updating specials.
And then they added something else. I'm like, what the heck, dude? I just barely finished, remember the whole menu. And then they changed.
Had one extra item, no?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's still, I can't catch up to everything. As you can tell, I didn't do so good in school.
Like, no, nobody could tell it until you told everybody.
Kind of like when the teacher hands out the test and they added like 2 random questions that we didn't even...
You're like, these weren't in the notes.
This was not in the notes. You tricked me to the teacher.
What about any rude customers? Did you have to deal with the rude customers?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
It's food service.
So then go ahead, give us some. Were there people who came in angry because they didn't get the order right?
Oh, heck yeah. And it was always my fault.
Why? Were you the one making the food?
No, it was usually customers saying, hey, these fries look old. Hey, there's not enough meat in these tacos. Ooh, spoiler alert. You guys ready?
What?
Damn. What am I, a whistleblower right now?
I don't know. You haven't said anything yet.
I'm about to whistleblow. Well, it's nothing bad. On Taco Tuesdays, you know how the tacos are like $3 for $1 or something?
Yeah. They're like the little tiny ones.
No, it's the same size as you buy them any other day. No. But on Taco Tuesdays, we're supposed to put less meat on the tacos.
Oh, because you guys are making so much, like so much is going out.
I remember I was giving like the regular meat, putting on the tacos the right amount.
Yeah.
My boss looks at it. Hey, that's a lot. Shaves off like half of it. I'm like, what? Heck no. I ain't coming.
It's puro masa. It's just with the tortilla.
It was like, man, it was a little bit of meat and then just stuff it with lettuce and then cheese and then roll that sucker up.
That's why I always tell Del Taco no lettuce, because that's all those guys put in there. And I'm like, I want meat, cheese. I want, I don't want filler.
Well, you can't.
I'm not a bunny.
You can't force the employees to throw more meat on it. I'm going to charge you extra for that.
Fuck it, I'll pay extra.
Be an extra 25 cents.
I'm not going to eat extra lettuce and tortilla. I didn't go to Del Taco for lettuce and tortilla.
I had a customer be like, are you serious? And I'm like, what? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with my taco? And that's what you ordered. Look at it. To you personally? Yeah, I'm like, look at it. And I'm like...
Why? Because he saw you make it or what?
No, it was the cashier. I gave him the food. I wasn't the cook.
I see.
I would go back and forth sometimes. But this time I didn't cook his food. And I'm like, what's wrong with this? Like, really, dude? Look how much meat did you put? And I'm like... And I look back to the cook and we lock eyes. I'm like, dude.
So what would the lock eyes meaning? Like I know it's a little bit, but...
Oh, I should put a beep. I'm not going to cuss anymore on my podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, let's try not to curse anymore. Anyways, we just threw extra meat on this taco. We just didn't want to deal with it.
But normally what, you wouldn't have?
No. If my boss was there, I'm like, no, that's the way it is. But it was another manager. She was cool.
She probably was like, I
know what? I don't want to deal with it. Just put extra meat on his taco.
You're like, who cares? It's an extra scoop.
Yeah. I had the regular customers come in before. I had this one guy, I would know his order. Like, he would come in and I'll be like, hey, three chicken soft tacos, no lettuce, right? You got it. Punch it in right away. Heck yeah, dude.
Hey, Bob, how you doing? Oh, three soft tacos, no lettuce?
One time, my dumbass put lettuce on his tacos.
Did he get upset with you? He was probably like, Bernie,
I already knew his order. I don't know why I did it. And I told the cook, hey, don't worry, keep doing the dishes. I'll do his order. Like, I'll punch in the order and I'll cook it. And I put lettuce on his tacos. I didn't even realize. It was just like so automatic because I'm so used to just doing it.
Robot mode.
And he looks at me. He goes, sits down. It was already wrapped up. He didn't even know I put lettuce and he didn't see me do his order. And he comes back and he's like, come on, man. I've been coming here for how long? More than...
He's like, what is this, green?
Like, you know my order. I'm like, what? Like, and I saw the lettuce sticking. I'm like, oh, damn it. How'd I mess that up?
So you had to give him new ones, right?
Yeah. You know what I used to do with the leftover food?
I was even going to ask you right now. So what happened with those tacos? You swooped in?
I'll save them, dude. I'll be like, how should I, like a bear, like a squirrel.
Storing nuts away from the winter, except for tacos. At
the end of the day, I'll go home. I can feed the whole family with the leftover food I have. I would have like a bunch of tacos left over.
That's burritos. Not bad because otherwise they just go in the trash.
Yeah. You know who did that? Who threw in the trash? McDonald's.
Really?
I worked at McDonald's for like a month. They won't let you take anything home. It's straight to the trash.
I don't get it. If it's going in the trash, why can't they?
And they didn't even give it to the employees. I was like, what the heck, dude?
I wonder why they don't do that.
Maybe because it's a corporate McDonald's.
I don't know.
The franchisee ones are more flexible with stuff. They break the rules here and there.
At the IHOP, when people's orders would come back, either because they were wrong or something, you know, it wasn't what they wanted, the plate would kind of go to the side, and we would pick at it. You know, people were like, oh, because
like birds?
Like birds? I guess.
I wouldn't want to pick off of that. The heck?
Well, no, because it's going to go in the trash. It's just like what you said. So if it's like pancakes that weren't supposed to have strawberries on them, but they did, I mean, that's, you know.
Whose fault was that? The cook or?
Well, would have been. Oh, I don't know, because then the waitresses, they do a lot of the toppings. Like the cooks will put the pancakes out, and the waitresses go and they put the stuff on there. So I don't know. I don't really remember whose job it was. So that's why I'm like, well, I guess it could be.
It's hard because when you say no guacamole on a burrito, and that burrito always has guacamole. Like everybody wants guacamole on that burrito. And then comes that one random customer, like
That's
yourself,
me.
like you, no guacamole.
I know.
Like,
I get the chicken avocado burrito with no avocado.
We see the name on the screen on the computer, the name of the burrito. I'm like, oh, they want that burrito. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. It's just so automatic, like a robot.
Well, what's the point of looking at the order then?
I don't know. It's just like, why the heck would she not want guacamole on it?
What about for the drive-through people?
What about them?
Well, I'm sure you get all kinds of random people coming through the drive-through. Did you get any rowdy people?
Yeah.
Loud people, stoner people,
I started
drunk
working
people.
Oh, dude, I got them all, man. All of them. You can name it. I got the party girls going woo on the freaking.
Can you hear them in the drive-through window right there?
And then they'll be playing their music so
Your
loud.
headset.
And I couldn't even hear them. And I'm like, what the heck?
How loud is it for the music on your headset?
It's not that loud.
Is it? You
It's
can't hear it
loud,
clearly?
but to a point where I can't hear the customer.
Like you can't. They're like you can't hear them over
I'll
the
be
radio.
like, what? And I'll be like, you know what? Just come to the window.
I'll have to input your order here. You're gonna wait longer because I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
So what else? Like what other people would you encounter at the windows? Any people just walk up?
You know, the people that would walk up to the windows were the truck drivers.
Was it
Obviously,
weird?
you can't bring a damn tractor trailer, a big truck, through the drive-thru.
Would they do it in the middle of the night when there's like nobody
they'll
there?
knock on my door like, hey, I'm a
they're
truck.
knock on your door?
No, on the window, on the
Oh.
drive-thru window. Like, hey, can I get some food? Can I order something? Like, I'm a truck driver. I can't bring my truck into there. And they'll point at their truck. They'll park right across from the restaurant. And I'll look over and like, okay, what do you want?
Does it happen a lot in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
And more in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah. Dude, in the middle of the night, you get all kinds of weirdos.
Like who? Like what?
Like, you get everything. Like, the potheads, the freaking...
Can you tell?
Yeah, as soon as they roll up, they roll down their window, it slaps me in the face, the smoke. No lie, I'll be like, man, that smells good.
So, can you tell like from people's orders, just like, dang? Do you ever like how those orders in their orders say like they order 6 tacos and they roll up and it's just like one person? Do you ever think like, damn, you ordered all these tacos?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, where's the rest of the squad?
You're like, you have 4 combos, but I see one person.
I remember my coworker, his name was George. Really cool guy. Jorge. We were the night squad.
Ooh,
We worked the night
squad.
shift. We worked from like 11 p.m. all the way till 7 a.m.
The hardcore Del Taco, a night squad.
Yeah, be like, Jorge. So one time he showed up to work like 2 hours late. The guy that was there the previous shift, he couldn't leave until he came.
Was he pissed?
Yeah, he was
2
pissed
hours.
because his family was outside waiting for him.
They waited outside for him for 2 hours?
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Oh my God.
And I didn't want him to leave. Part of me was like, you know what, just take off. I'll can handle it. But I was like, hell no, dude. I got a bunch of cars here.
I was like, no, there's no way one person can handle that. You know what I mean?
So Jorge, my buddy George, well, it's not my buddy now. I don't know him. I haven't seen him in years. Anyways, he shows up to work finally. And the other guy takes off all mad.
Why was he late?
He was at a party. He came all dressed up.
Like what?
Like he was at a freaking reggaeton party or something.
Oh dang! No what? 2 hours late.
He had the 501s on, the Timberlands, a big old jacket that had the Dodgers on it.
So the dude that had to stay and wait until he got there, did he look at him and just like want to punch him in the throat? And they were just
he was talking crap before he got there, and then when he got there, he was like, it was like, oh, you're here, have a good day. I'm like, dude, you were just talking crap about this guy.
You're like,
weren't you saying you didn't tell him all this stuff? Look at you now.
You're like, where was that 5 minutes ago?
The whole point was this guy, he shows up and he's freaking drunk, man. And I'm like, what's up, George? What's going on? He's like, Bernie, I need a favor. I'm like, what's going on?
How did he get there?
I didn't even ask him that. I was just like, where the heck are you at?
Oh yeah,
good question. I never asked or even found out how he got there.
That's what I would have been like. Oh my god, you're freaking sauce! Like, how did you get here, dude? How do you expect to work?
At the time, it didn't cross my mind. But anyways, he asked me for a favor. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, dude, I'm very tired, man. Like, can I lay down right here on the counters and just go to sleep?
On the counters?
Oh, right there on the booth.
Oh, okay.
On the booth.
That's
and I'm
the
like,
counters.
Dude, I'm like, it's gonna start popping right now, man. Like the cars are gonna start coming in. And he's like, you know what, Bernie? If there's an order that you can't handle, you wake me up. I'm like, okay, cool. At the time I was like, man, please don't do this to me.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I didn't know how to cook the whole menu.
So you were like, no, you can't go to sleep.
I wanted, like, to me, like, hey, I told him that you owe me one.
Did he ever?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So what happened with the rest of the night?
Okay, so the first wave came in, right? It was like 12. People are still partying. They're still at the club. It was like one car here, one car there every 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, I can do it. And they're ordering simple orders, you know, like 1 burrito, 3 tacos. This customer come in, can I get some water? Okay, cool. I can handle it. No big deal. All right. And then 2 o'clock hit. Knock comes out. All the people that clubbing.
Yeah.
They all coming out of the clubs.
They all want to eat.
They're all hungry. They're freaking drunk. Dude. The first car came in, had hoochie mamas in there. Had a whole squad.
Would they order like...
They ordered like 4 different combos. I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay. Let me see, I can do this. Start throwing freaking tortillas on
this?
Started throwing tortillas on the grill, putting meat on the grill. Freaking just slamming the fries, the pan with fries.
Was everything going everywhere?
Yeah. At one point, I didn't even know what I was supposed to make. I'm like, what am I making again? I put a hamburger patties on the taco. I don't know why.
You're like, what the heck?
I put never mind. But anyways.
I know. You're about to go on for the
So another car comes in. It makes this, when another car comes in, it's like it detects it. It goes ding, ding.
The sensors, right?
Yeah, it's a sensor. You can hear all through the restaurant. It goes ding, ding. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hi. Welcome to Del Taco. How can I take your order? Or how can I help you? Whatever. They give me the order. It's another whole squad, dude. This time's 4 different combos. I'm like, oh, shoot. So I'm yelling at my coworker, Jorge, wake up, George.
And he
was dead.
He was of no use to you.
He was twitching on the booth.
Oh
he was
God.
long gone.
You're like,
I'm like, George, I need help, bro. George. Man, I had like at least 6 different drinks in front of me. And my dumbass didn't mark them, so I didn't know what was what. I couldn't tell the difference between Coke and Mr. Pibb. Or freaking...
Because if it was tea and soda, you could
tell.
Or
Dr. Pepper. I couldn't know what it was. I was looking at like, oh, man.
What happened? Was it still in the beginning or you still new?
No, I can't. You know me. I can't multitask like that, dude.
So this happened after you've been working there for a while and you can't handle making 4 different orders?
It's 8 almost. And then another car comes. And then another car comes. And now I have a line of people. And I'm yelling at George. And he's like, what? I need help, bro. Come over. Like, there's so many cars. And I don't hear nothing from him. And I'm like, what the heck? I jump over. I was an asshole. I had to like shake him like, hey, bro, I need your help, man. And he gets up. He looks outside. You see the line of cars wrapped around the building.
Wrapped around?
Yeah. As soon as he sees that, he like snaps out of it. He jumps over the counter. And I was like...
Did he even wash his hands?
I didn't pay attention to that. You see the things I don't pay attention to?
Oh my God. All right, go out. He jumps over the counter like a movie.
Like we were a James Bond movie. And I was just like, he did it so quick that I just stood there and be like, I was like, what the heck just happened? This
Because
guy.
you were so stressed out that you just saw him go boom, boom.
He's like, okay, where we at? I'm like, okay, dude, this combo belongs to this car right here. Like I haven't given their order. Like we still need this, we still need that taco, we need this. I got the drinks ready. Like I think I got the drinks ready. Cause remember I didn't mark them?
Yeah.
There's Dr. Pepper. I can tell the colors. Like I wanted to drink out of them to see which one was what, but
obviously
I don't want to do that. Dude, I just give them whatever. I don't even know if it was for their drinks.
Well,
like,
most of the time people don't know is if you give them their food and drinks at the same time, people drive off. They don't. Yeah. You don't do it right away.
I know.
Well, most people.
Dude, it was a disaster. It was like car after car, and then the line. It was like that for a good 2 hours. It was just wrapped. People were just coming like crazy. I was like, "What the heck
when
is
did
there?"
It stop? Like at 3 a.m. Oh no, you said for 2 hours. So
yeah, probably like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
3 a.m. You know what? It felt like it wasn't 2 hours. It felt like 2 hours.
So he ended up coming through?
Yeah. And then we finished. Then he went back to sleep.
He needed to sleep it off. He was
So then again, so then I get another car, right? I'm like, okay, simple order. All right. Then comes another one. Oh, that's not bad. There comes like another swarm of freaking cars. I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, Jorge, wake up. Again. And he's like, what? Dude. It's again, like, I need help. He's like, oh my God, you can't do it? I'm like, he was mad, dude.
He was like, fudge, I'm trying to sleep. I'd be like, no one told you to come to work like that.
I felt bad for him.
I
felt like I was the asshole. Like, why am I waking him up? I should be able to handle this. But honestly, it's too much. Like, I'm on the cash register.
Man, fudge that. I should feel like that. That's his fault. Why is he showing up to work like that?
Because he told me he owes me one. He ended up paying me back for it. Like, I showed up hammered too.
No, so you ended up...
Hey, this guy, I swear, he doesn't talk Spanish. And he let me sleep. He took care of the drive-thru and he cooked. And I was like, wow.
And most people can at least understand it.
He knows the numbers, like number 7. He understands what it is. Dude, I remember this guy one time. These guys pulled up. They passed through the drive-thru menu. And I'm like, what the heck? I look over like, hey, this car's coming around. They didn't even stop at the drive-thru menu. Like, I probably messed up the order,
Okay.
Like, they're probably coming back like, hey, you messed up my order. Like, can you fix it? I'm like, these guys came like, hey, I got a 12-pack of beer here. You guys want to trade for 2 combos? I'm like, oh, nah, man. Sorry. He's like, come on, dude.
How random you trade this beer for
No,
food?
that was it was like normal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Almost every weekend, people would come and try to trade us like beer for
Really?
food.
It's a normal thing? So random different people come?
Dude, this restaurant is parked right next to the freeway, on the 10 freeway. People are coming back from. It's from LA. They're coming back from LA. Anyways,
I was like, don't talk
like
about
you don't understand.
there.
Anyways, I told my coworker, and he walks up to me. Hey, what's going on? Like, I told him we were talking in Spanish. Like, dude, this guy he wants to trade beer for food, and he's like, all right, give it to him. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm down. Let's trade it. I want the beer. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna take the beer. There's cameras here. And he's
what
like,
happened?
And he's like here, I'll take this order. And I'm like, are you serious, dude? I'm like, don't do it. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get fired. Like, there's cameras here. It's like the owner doesn't even check them. I'm like, you know what? Hold on here. Wait 10 seconds. Let me walk to the back and start doing dishes. Pretend I didn't see anything or heard anything.
You're like, you know what? If you're gonna do
And he's
this,
like,
I'm gonna cover me.
So I walked to the back and just started doing dishes. I kind of glanced over, like I can see it through I can see the drive-through window all the way from the back. And I see him doing the exchange. He's getting the beer. He's giving them the food. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
They walked up to the window or they drove up?
No, they drove up to the window.
Oh, okay.
And it was constantly, like almost every weekend, people offer us beer.
I didn't know people try to do that. I guess that's why I'm kind of like, whoa. I didn't know people do that. Did it happen? You said it happened a lot? You saw that happen?
It happened a lot. It made me really uncomfortable. I'm like, hey. And it was the same guys, too.
Oh, that usually accepted it?
Yeah, it was the same guys that would come and I'm like, hey, your buddies are here. Like, let me just go back to the kitchen.
You had a routine already?
Like, just wait 10 seconds and I'm gonna pretend I'm doing dishes back there and you do the order. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. And then I remember one time there was a bunch of girls that drove up to the drive-thru. You could hear they were I don't know, I wouldn't say drunk, but they were like, woo, you know?
Oh, okay.
All excited, yelling, yeah. And then my coworker's like, give me the headset, give me the headset. I'm like, I'm just gonna take the order, bro. No, give me the headset. So I'm like, okay, you gonna take the order? I told him, like, yeah, I'll do it, bro. Like, you go cook. Here, let me handle this. And I'm like, fuck, all right, go ahead.
You're like, oh, I don't know why, but sure.
He's on the headset. He turns it on. And he's like, woo! And then the girls are like, oh my god, he's so cool. I'm all cracking up. I'm like, and
You're like, they're falling for it.
He's like, hey, pull up, come to the window and tell me what you want. I'll give it to you guys for free. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
You're like, it was funny at first.
It was funny at first. Now you're giving them free food? Supposedly he got their number. He's like, I got their number, man. Yeah, he did. He showed it to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay. I never asked him if he called him.
Like if it was real?
I guess I forgot about it the following week. The following weekend I saw him. I'll see him on weekends only. Because they'll schedule me for night shift.
Did they get a lot?
A lot of what?
A lot of free food. Like, did he give
Yeah, that fool gave him like at least 4 combos. Dang. I was freaking pissed, dude. I'm like, dude, this is messed up, man.
Well, yeah, because it's on the...
I swear, this guy, we did so many messed up things in that restaurant.
I'm like, shh.
I didn't. I was the guy that walked to the back. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I'm gonna pretend I'm just doing dishes here. I think the owner came out negative in the night shift.
No way, he came out negative.
I would assume so much free food we give away.
Oh, he would have told you guys for sure something like, because it would have been. He knows who works. He would.
Well, I'm the cashier. I handle the money. I'm like, dude, we made more between me and my coworker. We made more money than the owner made during the whole night shift. There'll be times when only like 40, 30 customers come in within an 8-hour period.
That's a little bit. But, I mean, if it's in the middle of the night, isn't that
what?
Is that really low still, even in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I think it is. Because honestly, think about it. How much profit are you making off the food? Not that much. Yeah, with this guy, it was just... We have too many crazy stories. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have crazy stories like that work like night shifts at restaurants.
Well, they probably see it all. They deal with all the rowdy people, just like you, all the people coming out of the bars and stuff. They all want to eat. I remember we would go out and sometimes we would go to like Denny's, and then you see all the people that were from the club down the street or the bar or whatever at the same Denny's that you're at, and then they're getting slammed because you have groups of like 10 people coming in. Oh,
they expect it. They already know.
Well,
like, everybody from this club is gonna come out. They're gonna come over to Denny's.
But the staff is still like skeleton crew. How to lay all these
skeleton crew? What do you mean?
Well, meaning like night shifts are like skeleton crews. Like there's just not as many employees for a night shift because there's not as many people to assist, or business is slower. Yeah. So then they
probably only rushes for like 1 hour. There's only 2
people when you were working at night, right?
Sometimes it was unfair, man.
That's like a skeleton.
There was time when like, dude, we need a third person. Like we can't keep up. Like the cars keep coming and coming, and like what the heck?
How would your breaks work, especially with
we took no breaks. Heck no. We took breaks, but We didn't take actual breaks.
I remember.
Like I'll take my 30-minute break,
I remember.
like I'll take my 30-minute break, but if a car came, I'll take the order because my coworker can't speak English.
Oh, I see. He can't speak English,
No, he can't.
or he can't speak Spanish.
He can't speak English.
Oh, okay. You're being for real.
That's why he wants to cook.
Oh, okay. Because he's like, I can't talk to people, so I'll stay back here.
Because the first time I met him, they put me in night shift. It was the first time I did night shift. He asked me like, "Hey, you know how to speak English and Spanish?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Oh, so you know how to do the drive-through, right? The headset?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you do that and I'll cook."
Dang, right away, huh? And you're like, sure, whatever.
No, I was like, "Hell yeah."
Oh, you wanted to do that?
Yeah.
You didn't want to be cooking?
Nah.
Are you a cook?
I can.
What was the most? I'm sorry to interrupt you. What out of all the responsibilities or duties that you had to do there, what were the ones that you hated the most?
counting the money to
Why?
see if we didn't lose any money. Like
You mean like at the
if
end
we
of
were
the day,
short?
the totals?
Yeah, because we were always short, and now I was the one that had to find out what the problem was. I was like, man, this sucks.
It's time consuming, huh?
Yeah, so I had to recount it like 3 times. I'm like, come on, man.
You do. I remember
missing
at video time.
$5.
I were like, how did this happen? That would happen to me at video time, and I'm trying to do all the totals, and I'm like, why are we short like $6? There should be no shortage. And then I have to go back and look at the receipts or try and figure out, recount my totals.
But at that video store, it's gonna be your fault no matter what, because you're the only employee there, and you're the only one that touched that register.
Well, no, like there's registers. I'm counting up the totals from the shift before, including mine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just my shift, and even then, if it's something that I did, I have to figure it out still. Like, why is there $5 missing? You know?
At McDonald's, dude, they would they're really strict. If you were short like 3 times, they'll fire you.
That is strict. I mean, I don't think it's
No, there was like
unreasonable,
strikes.
but
I was like, what the heck?
I'm like, they're like a multi-million-dollar business. They're not going to let you short them change.
Dude.
Well, because think of it, like shortages are usually miscalculations on the cashiers or
Well,
the
think
money
about it.
orders
Look
cards.
how much, especially at McDonald's, how much volume they're getting. How many people? That's a line of people. So you got to be quick with the money. Okay, here's your change. Sometimes you can screw up. Give them a $10 by accident. A $10 bill.
It is, and it's totally human error, and it happens. It does. It's just not supposed to.
But yeah, this coworker we have a lot of fun times at that restaurant. Things that made me feel uncomfortable. The stuff he was doing, like that could
like
get
the
us
trade?
fired, dude.
Oh yeah.
I remember guys would come knocking on the window. They wanted to use the restroom. Because it's the night shift. We lock all the doors.
Well, yeah, because the dining area is closed.
And he'll look over and be like, oh, no, it's a guy. Don't let him in. And then if it's a girl, he'll let him in right away. Oh, it's a girl. Like, let her in. I'm like, what the heck, dude?
You're like, equality to all.
Oh, man, dude. So if you're a girl, if you're a guy, send your girlfriend to go knock on the door to use the restroom. Once the door opens, just pop up.
Why would you send your girlfriend to use the restroom when you gotta go?
Because they won't open the door for you. If you're a male, they won't open the door.
I would have just had us leave so we could both go to the restroom in the same place.
So what do you think about teenagers starting to work early?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good. They start learning how to like budget money, responsibility, having to be responsible, like meaning like get to a work on time, trying not to get fired, do your job.
Dude, I always showed up late.
Well, you were in school.
I remember my boss would say she hate hiring people in school.
For that reason?
Because she always has to deal with them. Like, they always calling off. There's always something going on with them. They can't make it. They can't go to work today because they got to study. And it's like, dude, I'm fed up with this crap.
Yeah, well, I mean, because, that one lady that's a workaholic, of course, she's not going to understand.
Oh, yeah. When you're a workaholic, you don't understand laziness. You're like, what? So you don't want to come to work? And you rather study? Well, I think starting to work early at an early age, like in high school, it's good because you get to find out what kind of job you like, what job you might not want to have. Like, obviously, me, I told myself I never want to have a freaking restaurant job after this. That's
So
it.
Del Taco was like your last like job like that?
McDonald's was after that.
Oh, and then that was your last
And
one.
McDonald's was the last. I only lasted like a month at McDonald's. I hated it.
Is it bad? They're always packed, right? They're never like...
Mine was worse. The McDonald's I worked at was inside a Walmart.
Why was that worse?
Because it was non-stop. Like, it was no breather time.
Yeah, because there's always a lot of people at Walmart.
Yeah.
And people will come just because they'll be like, oh, you know the McDonald's is right there.
Let's go get a shake.
Let's go get a sausage McMuffin in the morning.
Let's go get some chicken nuggets. But I think it's important, even if you're a damn millionaire, have your kid work. Right?
No, for sure. I think that everyone needs to work. Even if we won the lotto, I'd be like, we still have to have our jobs.
Hey, we're saying that. Hey, we're saying that now, and we hit the lotto.
We're gonna be like, quit.
We don't. You don't give them a job, Billy. You don't have to go to work. Mommy and Daddy are balling. No, I would not say that, but I would definitely make them work.
You know what? I wouldn't even let my kids know that we were rich.
They'll find out.
Not really. They're just gonna be like, oh, cool. We have things, or maybe we went this place. You know. I don't know if they know until older.
Because you have them in big schools. Like, would you put them in a private school?
No.
You put them in a public school.
I might have them do like I would like them to learn new activities and be like that, like like Spanish class, art class, things like that.
Okay, what I'm saying is, would you put them in private or public school?
I just told you that.
You didn't even answer it.
I did. Go back, watch, push rewind.
You know the crazy thing about working in a restaurant? It was only 3 guys working at that restaurant.
Well, that's only for the night shift.
No, 3 guys in the whole employee list.
How come? You were the only guys?
I don't know. It was like 13 girls working, right?
Who was it? The manager was female, huh?
Yeah. And one thing I learned is if you put a bunch of girls under one roof, it's not going to end good.
Why? Like, what happened?
Dude, they will constantly
There's
argue.
a lot of in-house squabbles?
Yeah, it was like a lot of gossiping in there to the point where a lot of them argued. There was times where 2 of the employees would go outside and fight it out. Like
For
a straight
real?
fist fight, yeah.
And then they just walk back into work like, all right.
No, they'll send them home. Come back when you fucking cool down. And then
Wow.
I'll come in and sometimes I can feel it in the air like something happened. Nobody was talking to each other and it's just like quiet. I was like, whoa, what happened here?
You're like, wow, these burritos are getting made in silence.
Like, man, this burrito wasn't even made with love.
It's not steaming. It's not fresh.
So that's another bad thing, just putting a bunch of girls in one roof.
You think if it would have been more even, it wouldn't have had as many problems?
Oh, heck, dude, it would have been heaven.
Heaven.
Trust me, every day, almost every day, I would hear something. Oh, so and so was arguing with this person. They were yelling at each other.
What was it over?
Honestly, I never asked.
How come?
Because I didn't care.
Okay. That's one.
I'm a 16-year-old kid.
You're like,
What
do I care about you, Brenda? You're like, Brenda, I don't care about Tammy. And you don't like the way she folds the burritos or cleans up her station.
Oh, yes. It'll be about that stuff. Like, oh, you don't clean right. They'll nitpick each other about the smallest thing just to start, like, get on each other's nerves.
How come nobody can refill the napkins?
It's like, whose job was it? It was your job. It was just start like that, you know? No, then nobody respected each other. Like,
why didn't
talk
the
to each other
manager
properly.
do anything? That's the person that messed up. The manager should have kept it under control. Or the shift leader.
The shift leader.
Well, whoever's next in line, like the manager, I
remember I used to get my regular customers?
Yeah.
So there'll be this deaf girl. She couldn't talk. That's what it means.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means, right? Death?
Death?
Deaf. Oh, shoot.
That's how I was like, excuse me?
My bad.
No, and that's blind doesn't mean deaf. Deaf means you can't hear.
I didn't say blind. I said can't speak.
Oh, yes. No, but that's not what you did say. Can't speak, and I'm the one who said blind. But no, that's not what you say for somebody who cannot speak.
Okay, which one is it? Mute. There you go. Oh, why was I thinking that?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
But anyways.
So this girl that was mute, she would come in. She would always have like this piece of paper. She'll give me her order. One time she forgot that piece of paper. She'll walk around with a binder. And she points to the menu. And I'm like, you want number 6? Like, no, 7. He's like, oh, 8. You want 8? And she's like, yes, okay. And then I'm like, okay, I look at number 8. I'm like, oh, crap, that's the steak or chicken.
So we're like, okay.
I'm like, do you want steak and chicken, like 1 and 1? Or do you want both steak and both chicken? And she kind of giving me signals, like, and I'm like,
yeah, I know you can't read them.
I'm like, I can't. And I don't know how my dumbass didn't think of it. I had paper on me too.
You could have made both of your lives easier.
I know, I was being dumb.
So you got her order though?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you know what? Here's a piece of paper and a pen. She wrote it out for me. I was like, yes.
You're like, simple. Bam.
But she was cool though. She I have this memory of her. She always comes in with that binder. And I'm like, I wonder what's her order. She's going to give it to me right now. I had this one guy came in one time talking about, he pulls up to the drive-thru and he's like, give me the number 2 with curly fries.
You're like, we don't have curly fries.
I'm like, what? And I look over to, this is the night shift. Remember how I tell you I get all kinds of trippy people at night? Yeah. So it's one of them. And I'm looking over to my coworker. I'm like, hey, what the heck? We got curly fries now? And he's like, we did? I'm like, I'm asking you, did we get curly fries now?
Did you guys have to go look at the menu?
No, and then he's like, we don't have curly fries, dude. And he's like, oh, you know what? I think he thinks he's at Jack in the Box. Because Jack in the Box was in the same plaza as us. And I'm like, what the heck? So I go back on the speaker and I'm like, hey, this is Del Taco. And then he's like, okay, just give me the ultimate cheeseburger with regular fries. I'm like,
your coworker was right. They thought it was a Jack in the Box.
I'm not looking at my coworker and we're looking at each other laughing. And I'm like, sir, this is Del Taco. And he's like, okay.
Was he stoned?
And then
no, because he
just
would know
drives
where
off.
he was at.
And I looked through the drive-thru window. I'm like, what the heck was that?
Did he drive to Jack in the Box? Did you see?
I don't know. I was just like tripping.
You're just like dummy.
He was drunk. We had a lot of drunk people, man. A lot.
How was it like listening to them through the speaker in the drive-thru box or whatever?
You know what? They talk normal. It's just when they roll up to my drive-thru window, you can smell it when they put their window down.
Is it really a reek that bad?
Yeah, you can. Oh, heck yeah. Because as soon as you open a drive-thru window, there's a bunch of air flowing through.
Oh, okay. Well, especially with that fan, huh?
Yeah.
So it just slaps you in the face, and then that's when you can hear them and tell like their words are slurring or whatever.
Yeah, you can see you can tell in their eyes how red their eyes are, and I'm like, damn, they're messed up. But I literally never. One thing I'm glad it never happened was nobody ever tried to fight me.
What about robbing you guys? Like, did anybody try to like rob you?
No. I remember the owner's wife came to the restaurant one time, and it was just her by herself. She's some cool, really good-looking Armenian girl.
So why was it weird that she went by herself?
Oh, she pulled up to the drive-thru. It was a night shift, man. It was a night shift again. I get those weirdos. She's like, hey, we left. My husband said he left the what do you call it? Where they put the money?
Like for the safe?
The safe. He left the safe open. Can you get the money out, the bag of money, and give it to me? I'm like, what the heck?
You're like, no.
So I'm like, okay, hold on. I go talk to my coworker, and he's like, what the fuck? He looks to the window to see who it is. Like, And I'm like, hey, that's the owner's wife. Like, and then what did you say she wanted again? Yeah, she wants the money from the safe. And I'm like, I don't know, man. That's your call, dude. I'm like, what? Putting this on me now? Like, this is our call. Like, nah, man.
Like, no,
you
we're
decide.
both gonna go down. He said, no, just you.
And I go like, hey, I tried calling my boss. She didn't pick up. It was late. We're talking 1:30 in the morning. She didn't pick up. I'm like, oh crap, dude. And then she's honking like, what the heck's taking so long, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, honestly, I don't feel comfortable giving you the money. He's like, why? You know who I am. I'm like, yeah, you're like, I just can't give you the money. I gotta wait for my manager. Give me the fucking money. Like I'm gonna go walk around. You open the door. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
I almost would have been more comfortable with that. I would have been like, fine, okay, you come, you open it, and you get it out.
Yeah, cause she's just the wife. Like that's the main owner is the guy.
Well,
Does that make her the owner too? Cause she's married to him. What's yours is mine. That's how it works, right?
Not unless he put her on any kind of like document stating specifically that she has any kind of authority or right into. You don't marry into a business. You know what I mean? Legally, like if he was to get into legal trouble, they're gonna come after her husband, not her, because his name's on everything.
Damn, did you go through this already or what?
No, no.
Were you previously married trying to screw somebody else over? No, so pretty much I let her come in. I was like shitting it, dude. I couldn't even go to sleep when I clocked out.
You were so stressed out about it?
I was like, dude, she just took a whole bag of freaking cash.
And then nothing ever happened?
I never heard anything. She was freaking pissed though, dude.
That you made her get out?
Yeah. That she had to put her freaking $20,000 shoes on our floor, on our greasy floors. I made that number up. I
was just gonna be like $20,000 floors.
She has some really rare Nikes on. Okay, I made that up too.
All right, so just stop now.
Yeah, she comes in and the owner calls my boss, and then my boss calls me. He's like, my boss like, hey, why didn't you give the number? Like, dude, the money. I'm like, dude, I felt so uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know.
You're like, some lady just rolls up, be like, give me the money in the safe.
Yeah, I'm like,
I would say no to anybody. Has to be that.
I get trouble and then getting fired for handing somebody else money.
Yeah, money you can't pay back.
I remember the first time I asked for a raise, the owner had came. The owner was always there. He was a cool guy, and I was like, hey, I've been working here for a year and a half. I'm still at $8 an hour. You know?
Well, was he supposed to give you more money after a certain time period?
No.
Well, then.
Well, how dare you put me at $8 an hour for a whole year and a half, dude? But anyways,
I was like, a lot of places do that unless like you actually go out of way or that you're such an outstanding worker that you get more. You should deserve more.
That sucks, dude. If you're stuck at $8 an hour for a whole year and a half.
Well, you're at Del Taco. Where did you think you're gonna make? You were never gonna make that much more. So
I told him about the raise. You know what this guy tells me? What do you think he told me?
Hell no. Now bye, Felicia.
He gave me an offer I could not refuse.
Ooh, sounds juicy.
You won't believe what he told me. It changed my life completely. He said, sorry, I can't give you the raise, but this is what I'll do for you. You can eat lunch here for free, and you can take food home if you want. I was like, what? Okay. All right.
They can't do that.
What do you mean he can't do that?
Can they do that?
He's the owner.
Oh, he's the owner? Oh, I don't know why I thought you said it was the manager.
No, the owner gave me the green light to do that.
Oh, just because he didn't have to pay you more?
Yeah. All he had to do is give me 20. I don't know. Does it make sense? He didn't want to give me an extra 25 cents? 50 cents maybe?
Maybe because you wouldn't eat that much in food. It would be cheaper.
Dude,
that way.
He saw how skinny I was. He saw how skinny I was. Like, this fool ain't gonna eat nothing. Eat.
He's a twig.
Right? So I was kind of excited about it. I'm like, oh, cool, dude. That's awesome.
And so you took it.
Yeah, every day after work, man, I'll make a bag of food. I'll get the macho nachos, throw in some burritos in there. My coworkers will be like, "What the heck, dude?" I'm like, "Oh, the owner said I can take it." He's like, "Lucky." And then they started doing it. They all started copying me, and I'm like, "Ah." They realized nobody was telling them anything. I'm like, "Man, I started this."
Well, you didn't start it. They're the ones who took advantage of it, and then it's the owner's fault for not stopping them because he should have seen them in the cameras taking food.
I don't think he cared. As long as he didn't get to give a raise, he was happy about it.
I guess, like his employees didn't give him a hard time about anything.
Like, please don't talk to me about raises. Like, just do your jobs.
Do not bring that R word around here.
When he heard the word raise,
he was like,
he freaked out.
What? It's raining? Hooray! Raise? No.
I know, like Mr. Krabs.
Mr.
Who
Krabs.
dare said raise here? What is that word? Look it up on a dictionary. Raise. Give the employee a more of an amount. Give him more money.
I actually never saw that episode, but yeah, that does sound.
I made
like
that
Mr.
up.
Krabs.
That's why I made it up.
Oh, no wonder.
Well, guys, we're just gonna close it up right here because we have to go to work tomorrow in the morning. We do have our own day jobs.
Not Del Taco.
No, not Del Taco. You know, one thing we haven't done is say, go ahead, guys, go rate us on iTunes and leave a comment. We haven't done that, huh? In a long time.
No, not since the beginning.
We kind of just stopped doing that.
That's because we're not little shorties anymore.
Nah, I don't like to beg. If you're gonna go leave a comment and rate us, go ahead and do it. But I'm not gonna beg. I feel like I'm begging people to go do it. No? Marley's looking at me with this face like, no. All right, guys. So we're just gonna close out because we have to go to work, and we are recording at midnight right now. Right now it's 12:14. So I'm gonna just say it because we haven't said it in months. Go ahead and rate us on iTunes. Leave a comment. Send us an email. Send us an email about your first job and how old were you? Or message me on Instagram. Type in Bernie and Marley podcast on Instagram and you'll find us. Give us your experience. We're pretty active on social media.